We believe on a skill level and an IQ level, on an experience level, AJ has him outgunned. All that can change in a split second with these big boys. You know, they land a shot and that's it. Doesn't matter how many levels above you are. If you get hit on the chin, you're going to go down.
At a recent press conference this weekend, Anthony Joshua really lost it on Daniel Dubois. The actual action starts as soon as the bell rings in a heated fight that airs live on Sky Sports box office. With multiple headline bouts under his belt and plenty of experience at Wembley Stadium, Joshua shadow boxed with precision, his fists slicing through the air in rhythmic bursts every so often. He sprang into the ring fluidly yet controlled. His movements were relaxed, effortless, but kept his true skill concealed. Joshua revealed his mindset leading up to the big fight calm and at ease, clearly unfazed by the magnitude of the moment, insisting the last week ahead of the fight is just more talking and more training, most importantly, and walking into the ring in front of 96,000 people ready.
What happened for those that maybe didn't get that clip? Why was he disrespectful?
It wasn't disrespectful, it was just a phrase I used, but he said, "Let's go now." And I clicked for a minute, I said, "What does he mean by that?" And then he repeated it again. And I just feel like anyone in here, if I was...
Boxing, this is what happens, this is boxing, these things happen, so, you know, we're fighting Saturday, let's go.
So as I was saying, at the press conference, I just feel like you should never let anyone take an inch because I'll end up taking a mile.
To show my gladiatorial spirit. But every day, Dubois, a towering figure, glides along the perimeter of the ring, flicking fast jabs into the air before striking with the foam noodles held by his assistant, trainer Kieran Farrell. Dubois, on the other hand, is boosting my energy for the competition. When Farrell swiped the noodle toward him, his bare fists snapped sharply against the pads, and he showed brief glimpses of his elegant head movement ducking under it. He glopped up and whacked a few combinations into the pads before giving up. His physical preparations are now complete, and he is mentally getting ready for the match at Wembley Stadium. Dubois stated that it's all a part of the pre-fight routine. "I'm just going through the motions and recharging for Saturday's fight, so I'm in a good place right now. However, I know that I need to give it my all. I'm excited for the challenge on Saturday."
I looked at him as the guy that's leading the way for British fighters, British heavyweights, British boxing, so he's been the king for a long time, and now is my time. I need to dethrone the king and slay the king, and that's what I'm going to have to do.
I've been working hard in the gym for weeks and months, so I'm just ready to fight now. After the workout, Chris Congo defeated Jacob Quinn, and Adam Hamed, the son of the renowned Prince Nassim, defeated Santiago Guerres in the 4th round. Dubois stated, "You're trying to conserve energy the week of a fight. I know Joshua doesn't have to gain weight, but he still has to do a lot of media appearances, which drains energy. He's probably thinking, I have the press conference tomorrow, what do I need to be hitting pads for? I've done all the work, I'm sharp and fit." It's a nice thing to bring the kids in as well. Additionally, his relaxed demeanor suggests that he has experience handling pressure. In preparation for the big showdown this Saturday at Wembley Stadium, Joshua Dubois and the entire fighter lineup are working out in public at Wembley Arena. The event will also feature 3 exciting matchups, including bouts featuring Adam Muhammad, the son of British boxing legend Nassim Muhammad, and Chris Congo, who will each compete in their own contest after scoring points. After Dubois defeated Tyson Fury Usyk, the IBF World Heavyweight title was vacated and raised to his possession. Dubois then defeated Filip Hrgovic by stoppage in 8 rounds, earning the IBF Interim Championship. Dubois stated that everything...
You gotta really put your foot down sometimes and let someone know, I ain't here to play games. Watch yourself. And that's what it was. If someone told you, come on, let's go now. You know, no, I'm not ready. So what?
It was meant to be, adding that he was in the right place at the right time and that all he needed to do was stay in his bubble and stay focused on his work. Though Joshua has been a mainstay in the boxing world for years, many view this fight as a critical step towards capturing his 3rd world title. Knockout by all means required. The fighter is unwavering in his resolve to keep moving ahead. In fact, he still sees himself competing in boxing contests of a significant caliber in 4 years. "I work really hard, I've kept my head down, I've prayed, and no matter what," Joshua said, "I will leave it to the big man upstairs. At this point in my career, I could easily fight for another 4 years because my body is in such good shape. I also saw a physiotherapist today, and he said, I work with a lot of athletes, and you really take care of your body and your joints. There will be an electrifying atmosphere leading up to his attempt to recapture a previous title on Saturday night. I am going to fight someone who is passionate and wants it. He is going to thrive on that. Joshua is an inspiration, according to Chris Eubank Jr., so even though I think AJ outmatches him in terms of skill, IQ, and experience, things can change in an instant when these big boys take a shot. If you get hit in the chin, it doesn't matter how many levels above you are, you're going to lose to Jermaine Franklin. Hellenius Robert Joshua has returned to the top of the world boxing rankings thanks to Otto Wallen, MMA star turned boxer Francis Ngannou. Meanwhile, Spotlight, he added, I know what it takes to come back from defeat and go through those demons, go through those dark times, and still believe in yourself when so many people don't. He has done that on a number of occasions now, and I know how hard that is. Watching him go through them defeats and now consistently active, taking on these big fights, taking on these big names, winning these fights is amazing. It is inspirational. Eubank Jr., who is preparing for his comeback against Camille Sita next month after more than a year away, holds the 2012 Olympic gold medalist in high regard since his controversial loss to Usyk in August of last year. Dubois has been making a big return. The referee called the Ukrainian fighter's knockdown a low blow before Dubois was stopped in the 9th round of the battle. Eubank Jr. is certain that Dubois has what it takes to pull off an unexpected victory and is adamant that the 27-year-old was treated unfairly in his fight against Usyk. Success this coming weekend. Regardless of his experience, Eubank Jr. is a big boy, strong and capable of hitting AJ. However, he must always follow the rules precisely to avoid an upset in terms of fighting prowess and experience. Eubank Jr. stated, I think he beat Usyk. That body shot was a blow in my opinion, so he should have beaten him. That didn't happen. While Eubank Jr. believes Joshua will win against Dubois on Saturday, he does not expect the fight to go the full 12 rounds. Dubois, however, has been warned that he can overcome any challenge if he lands a strong blow. Eubank Jr. stated, although I do believe that Anthony Joshua is outmatched by Daniel Dubois in terms of skill and experience, anything can change in an instant when these big boys land a shot. It doesn't matter how many levels above you are, if you get hit on the chin, you're going to go down. The excitement surrounding a potential fight between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois is growing. The sport of boxing is buzzing with predictions, all with different perspectives, but a common theme emerges: this fight may ultimately come down to a dramatic showdown between unrestrained force and skillful technique. Sometimes you have to really put your foot down and tell someone, I ain't here to play games. Watch yourself. That's what it was if someone told you to come on. Let's go, now that you know. No, I'm not ready. What? Okay, let's go on. Joshua and Joseph Parker had sparred previously, therefore Joseph Parker is aware of Joshua's advantage. Parker explains, although he acknowledges that Dubois can end fights by knockout, Joshua is the more accomplished and experienced fighter. However, he is staking his claim on Joshua's tenure in the sport and his technical supremacy when things get heated. Carl Froch, a former player for the Matchroom and Rob McCracken team, shares a similar perspective. He is known for his fierce will and unwavering determination. FR believes that Joshua's seasoned experience will give him a significant advantage. He also added that Dubois has power, but he may find himself outmatched against someone like Joshua. FR doesn't waste any time in pointing out that power can level any playing field if Dubois hits a clear shot. Tony Bellew, the scout guy, predicts more directly than ever before. Bellew, who has witnessed it all within the ranks of Britain's beloved champions, anticipates an early stoppage and feels Joshua will dominate from the opening 2 rounds. Joshua has the speed, power, and defense to put Dubois away early. Bell's thoughts are shared by Ricky Hatton, who is a little more reserved. He believes that Joshua will outmaneuver Dubois and win in the end, but he is cautious and wants Dubois to show that he can punch his way to victory. Hatton acknowledges that a single blow can alter the result of a heavyweight fight more fast than anything else. Arguably the greatest cruiserweight champion of all time, Johnny Nelson, contributes his seasoned viewpoint to the British boxing discourse. He shares